Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Manchor. Got a couple of announcements. So today we're gonna change things up a little bit, and I got a new series in mind that I'm gonna share with you guys today, and also all wanted to open it up to getting more of your feedback, more of your comments. I am reading that stuff, and I'm going to reply. So if you guys like this stuff, if it's helpful, if you don't like it, if it's not helpful, whatever it is, I want all the feedback. This is for you guys and to help make the community more valuable to everybody. So please do share your comments, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. The update for today is we are going to change things up just slightly and cover books. So I personally have never been a big reader, but I know that part of evolving and part of becoming a better man is really incumbent upon me to, educate myself and find material out there that is going to help me do that. So it is something that I have to buckle down and do. And in the past 2 or 3 years, I've found a couple of books so far that have really helped out, and I want to share that with you guys. Share those with you. In a video series, and let you know kind of what the book is about, how it helped me, and where you can get it. So hope you enjoy the stuff. Again, like and share the video, add your comments, let me know what you think. These are going to be in no particular order, but the first one is probably the one that stands out to me the most, and that book is The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. I'll actually have a link to where you can pick up that book on Amazon. And in full transparency, that is an affiliate link. So if you do make that purchase, I do get a commission on it. There's nothing to hide here. I want to be honest and transparent with you guys. Anything that comes back, I'm just going to invest in the channel and the community. So know that it's an investment in growing the channel. But about the book, so I read this about 6 months ago, and I've just picked it up for a second time. And there are a lot of really good topics in it that I think are appealing and applicable to not only the channel, but really, getting outside of ourselves and really more of a kind of even a spiritual view. It's not the woo-woo shit that it's kind of tough or hard to follow. For me, it was really digestible, really easy, and compressed down into some things that I think, really were actionable, and I could tell an immediate difference. So I do have something that I want to forewarn you about, and I will let you know what that is at the end of the video. Very important information that you need to know about reading this book and consuming the content that I'm providing in the channel. So stay tuned to the end for more. So, The Way of the Superior Man. It's broken down into a number of different chapters. So I'm going to kind of go over a couple of them for you here and let you know, really what the book is how it lays out, and what you should expect from it. So part 1 is called A Man's Way, and that is really everything about you. So this is getting everything internally, shifting mindset, kind of painting you a picture of where you need to be focused and the direction that you need to be aiming for or striving for in your own life. So you have to strip out all the distractions, everything else that's going on, all the other expectations that everybody has of you. And this is really about getting focused on what's most important to you. So, pay attention to the level of detail and the things that David lists out here. I like that one, and it really sets the tone for the book. Part 2 is really all about dealing with women. So once yourself is in good order and you have the right mindset and you've taken care of all the shit that's going on with you, you've got yourself in a good place, you've got a good mission and you're focused, how to deal with women is a topic I think every one of us as men are trying to figure out. And the thing that I liked here is that he doesn't try to give you like specific finite point answers. If in a previous video that I shared about emotional intelligence for men, a lot of the ideas that I shared in that video came from our desire or our need to like bring things to a finite point. And when you're dealing with women, it's just not how it works. So he really does, paint a good framework for, letting go of the expectation that you have to solve or to bring things to a finite point, fixing problems, and really being more decisive and more congruent with your own actions. We're really getting to the core of good leadership, and that's really what she's looking for. So he does a great job of illustrating that in chapter 2. Part 3 is all about polarity and energy. So I'm convinced that the energy and polarity is really what moves this whole world. I mean, it's quantum physics, and I'm I'm not a science guy, but the reality is that if you look at the most powerful things, it's love hate, it's night day, it's north south, it's east west. Everything has a polar opposite, and when we're talking in this channel about being our best and achieving the highest amount of masculinity that we can, by doing that and displaying that and embodying a more masculine presence, mindset, body, it's just natural that we're going to attract members of the opposite sex or members of the opposite energy. And, that's going to be people who act more in their feminine energy. So there's a lot of really good detail in part 3. I love that part personally. Part 4 is all about what women really want. And what I liked about this is that it's probably a lot different than the things that you're spoon-fed in media and in TV, movies, books, and TV. This will really shift your mindset about, how to approach women, how to, deal with them when they're, having emotional issues. I really like that because it teaches you, how to navigate those challenging waters and really find out what it is that women are really after. So there's a lot of really good detail there. Part 5 is the dark side. So this is an entertaining chapter because it kind of gets down to, bedroom Olympics, if you will. So, you really get a good picture about what it is that women find attractive, what turns them on. And it's going to fly in the face of a lot of probably what your mom would care for, or again, what you're taught in movies and TV. It's a little on the darker side. And I think, again, it just goes back to, what is more innate to that masculinity and more of that masculine energy that you're embodying. It's very natural. You're going to find yourself acting in ways that this isn't about acquiring a new skill set or bringing on new tools. This stuff is already internal to you as a man, and it's really just about finding those things within and really, embodying them and really, making it part of who you are, energizing it and putting it out there to the world. The part 6 is about feminine attractiveness, all about what they do to get your attention, all the things that they do to try to distract you, to try and gain your attention, your resources. Those are all things that I think men need to really pay attention to in terms of like the risks and how to mitigate them and to set themselves up for success. So if you find yourself in relationships with, energy vampires or girls who are kind of like batshit crazy, if there are things that are consistently happening that are negative in your relationships, a lot of that has to do with the fact that, there's part of the female attractiveness that I think you're distracted by and not aware of that are happening. So that really sharpened my focus about what to look for and how to mitigate risks, how to, continue to stay on my own path and have, somebody potentially join my journey. So that's a really good chapter. Part 7 is all about body practices. So, if you've been watching the channel, I've been posting some videos about nofap and semen retention. And I am not quite to 2 months yet, but the origin of where I was motivated to do that actually came from reading this book about 6 months ago. So I learned a lot in that chapter. And again, it did open my eyes because it did teach me a lot more about what I was missing or what I thought women wanted. If you're able to sort of retain your urges and control your energy, that right there is like sexual potency to a woman. So I love that chapter as well. This whole book is incredible. And then part 8 is all about men's and women's yoga of intimacy. So, this is going to teach you about really your role as the man and the growth and the direction in the relationship and really how the woman fits into that, and that she's about more movement and change and, the flow of things. So where, the man is really focused on direction, girls are, women are more focused on sort of the flow states. And it gives you practices to continue to evolve as a man and continue to get better. And really, fellas, at the heart of this channel, that's what we're here to do as well. So that is a wrap for the first official book review, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. Again, there's going to be a link in the comments section. So go ahead and check out the video, check out the book, see if you can pick it up on audiobook or on Amazon, and let me know. Share your comments and let me know what you guys think. Also, if there are any books that you have recommendations on, please let me know what those are. If you have a challenge or a problem that you are going through, you need some help with, please send me an email at themancoreproject@gmail.com, and we will cover it in a future video in the channel. Subscribe again to get more book reviews and find out more about the growth of men and our purpose here at the Manchor. All right, fellas, I gotta head into work, but thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Take care.